Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. We are coming at you a little bit more of the piratey, impre type of stuff. Now, as you can probably tell, we are still amassing some of those Ascension Stones. I do have a few things, I guess the word would be planned out. I would definitely like to get Marco up there for this team, but I am starting to think towards, potentially getting Katakura up again. It's going to be a long time since, it's going to be a lot of RNG and a lot of money for me to get Mr. Zorro up there. So in the meantime, I am thinking of maybe building maybe Kata up there and placing Fuji and then just running a full EMP team until I can start to build a Marine team and then transition and basically use these guys, the legendaries, as interchangeable. There are circumstances where they don't do, in my opinion, they don't do like amazing. It is definitely, you do notice it in some fights. You kind of go, oh wow, like they have an E2 Zoro, an E3 Zoro, and you still beat them. And you kind of go, well, how did that happen? And the truth is, there is a lot of RNG, and you do need a lot of support. Now, obviously, in the early game accounts, they're meta. Don't worry about it. Just build them. Even the small versions of them, like 5-star, 6-star, all the way up to 9-star, you can slot them in, and they're surprisingly good because of their passive ability not to die. However, don't go, oh, I'm going to win this fight because I've got Wayno Zoro. Doesn't always happen that way. Now, interestingly enough, we do have another event, and we should probably start off with that one before I get into it. We do have this guy, or girl. I'm assuming it's a guy, though. And they're available, and you can automatically tell from the price of the pack being $49.99 that they are not a Marine or Emperor. So this might be a little bit more accessible for those that are saving up their pools. I do imagine that, generally speaking, when they do have events where you can purchase, like, said copies of them or get one for free, it generally is up here. So because of that's not available, this guy is, he's not like a premium hero, not like an Odin or a Kaido where they kind of give a free copy, or food copies for free. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what they do. I'm speculating. Let me know in the comment section down below. But for those that are excited about it, we actually do have some cool events that, give or take, you want to go for. There is Garp in there as well as Shanks. And for a lot of players that are building those two, maybe you've been saving up for them, maybe this will be the great choice. Now, just to talk about it, from my free-to-play account perspective, Big is fantastic as slot 1. Up there with Kuma, in my opinion. Just depends on how many shards, how many copies, how much food you get of either of them to determine who you're going to play with. I went with Big. He works great, particularly against fighters with his stun ability. But on top of that, I probably, maybe not talked about support a lot. I know I've run Chopper. I do think that he definitely is much more. I want to say he's a lot more flexible in a crit team than a non-crit team, because the crits, when a team member crits, they basically heal themselves, and it's kind of important to mention that. So if you're not critting a lot, he might not be that great, but he does offer some damage and shields. Now, Rimuru, I don't like him at all. Ryu, whatever you want to call his name is. Ryu, I just don't. I'm not a fan. I tried him out. He just doesn't work for me. I got rid of him as soon as I could. But in saying that, if you do build him around more of a sustained damage team, he probably will shine with his silence ability. And he does do some decent damage. I'm not going to say that he's complete junk, but between him and Zoro, Grand Line Zoro, I will pick Zoro any day of the week. Now, in saying that, we of course have the summons event, so if you are looking to summon it out, he is the prize there for 400. Many players don't really get there, but I don't know. Questionably, this is, I guess, a valuable or invaluable one. Chanting's not available, but pretty much everything is. So if you've saved up the 600 and you're really looking to pull the trigger and build old mate Ryumaru or whatever his name is, I should probably be respectful enough. Ryuma. Ryuma. If you want to build him, then maybe go ahead and pull that trigger. However, in saying that, try to play strategic here. If you're not building any of these heroes, the best that you should do is just pick something, select the hero, confirm, lock it in. Pick something you have a couple of copies of and is not going to break the bank. Really, you're just doing it for the free summons tickets. If you have enough potentially to make them into 9-star, do it. Just even if you get them to 8-star, just so that you can get some champ rewards and stuff like that. But honestly, most of those heroes available, you're probably going to get big a lot more than anything. Maybe if you get lucky, you get a couple of choppers in the bag. That's also something that you can think about in terms of progressing. Now let's move on to the actual event that I think a lot of players are going to gamble for. This one's a little bit interesting. It is John's Treasure, and at the moment the best skin in the game is available, which is of course Charlotte or Lin Lin. Now for those that are curious, you probably do have a decent chance of getting this. You will need about 20 to 30,000 of these pulls basically. So you can get them from gems and you can get some every single day for free. Just keep that in mind. The RNG is not fantastic, but eventually you will be able to pull them. Now, a lot of the times you're probably going to get some of these gem jackpots. You're probably going to ask me, so what does that even mean? So, cut a long story short, if you land at 10%, then you get 10% of the diamond pool, 20% of the diamond pool, and 50% of the diamond pool. And I guess that's so that there's always diamonds there. I feel like they should just have legit just have 50k diamonds, and if you win, you win. But they're never going to do that. It's just not going to happen. So the only real thing that you can think about is maybe you get one of these bespoke selection packs. They have everything available in the Supernova Champs and of course Straw Hat. And then for those that actually have built Lin Lin, aka Big Mama, if she wants to load on the screen, there is the option, of course, to use her skin. Now, for those that are curious, it is pretty hard to level these skins up if the game doesn't want to lag out too much while I do this video. She is kind of hard to get. And as you can probably tell, I've already managed to get her skin up to level 5. Now, to get her to level 6, I actually need 2 full copies. That's right, 2 full copies of her permanent, and of course 100 skin shards. Now, the skin shards aren't hard to get, but the freaking permanent copies, really you are waiting probably once a month, maybe once every 2 months for John's Treasure to appear. And then once that does pop up, if you are looking for the rewards, these are pretty much the guaranteed pull. So if you pull around 50k worth of gems, you do get the guaranteed copy. Now before that, there's a solid chance of you acquiring it. The superior tickets, the random 5 stars, the 3-star champ bespoke, the superior training artistry, they're all pretty much there. Now, would I say that the chance of getting the skin, it's the same in, I feel like it's the same as either getting the skin or the bespoke pack. So it's around a 3% chance to actually land that. Now, my math doesn't really add all of those ones up, but I'm pretty sure that it's the same. So think of it like a dual jackpot, where you either land one, which is the bespoke pack, or you land Lin Lin's skin. Now, you could be like, well, PB, I don't want to build Lin Lin. That's great. You don't have to. If you get her skin, just slap it on when and if you ever get a copy of her. It looks cool, that's about it. Forget about it, don't worry about it. Maybe don't even participate in the event. Because the reality is you really only be doing this for the skin. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to do 8 draws. I know that eventually we should be able to get at least some gems back. At least that's my hope. That way that we might be able to cycle through. But realistically, the main reason you want to do this is for the artifacts. So you want to be doing it so that you can actually get those dung bells. And you want to be doing the enhanced trading. And that's going to help you out. Honestly, for the gem to the actual jackpot ratio, it's not terrible. Now, are there better events to save for? Absolutely. You can probably just save it there. I think the Ghost event's coming up next, so, keep that in mind. You can always access that a little bit later on. Now, ironically, I am seeming to hit most of the gem jackpots, which again I'm not mad about. I feel like it's just it is what it is. The more that you hit the gem jackpot, the more that you can actually, I don't know, grab some stuff. I think we might have hit one of those random 5 stars that says we got 50 shards, which at this stage of the game is not that great. But I would love to know in the comment section down below how many pulls, and did you actually try to chase for, of course, the copy of Big Mama? And let's be honest, like it, the game is just giving it to us if we have saved up our gems. Now, I'm not saying that I ever had like 50k gems just lying around. I wish. And of course, you do get the guarantees as well. So, regardless if you don't hit a jackpot or not, I mean, those extra 4,000 are pretty good. So, you need to spend 20k to get the extra 4k of those. Now, I don't think I have access to any more gems. Can I get any more gems? Is there any more gems? I think we can. We can grab. We can do one more spin. Maybe the lucky last spin. We'll see how we go. We'll lock it in. I'd love a jackpot. By the way, you can keep winning this. You can keep winning the grand prizes as well. But yeah, no joy there. I'm gonna probably just keep trying anyway for the extent of the event, just because I need so many copies of that. Now, I'm not saying like it's worth it, but for me personally, I think it's worth it. Let's just see if we actually land anything elite here. Well, look, we got some food. Can't complain. I do need some food on this account. I need to build another 10 stars so that I can feed that off to Marco and get him leveled up. Well, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I don't think there's anything else to discuss. Make sure that you are participating in the ladder if you'd like to get some yummy rewards. The weekly championships are probably going to be reset as well, so keep that in mind if you want to do a little bit of betting on it. But outside of that, yeah, I actually have been playing another game. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I think it's Pantheon of Gods, if I'm not mistaken. It's an exact replica of this game, down to the functions. Like legit, like I know that these guys ripped that off from them. So Pantheon's the original, and this is like a copy of it. But I feel pretty confident that I can figure things out. So we probably will be starting to do some videos on that, some player guides, and just checking that out. So stay tuned. As for the links, I don't know if there's any working links at the moment. There might be some app packs available on their official Discord. I know that works for Androids, but outside of that, I can't really help you, which is unfortunate. I know that eventually they'll post up another version of this game somewhere, and somewhere will tag me there, and we can start the whole ball over again. Anyway, for those that are stuck around thus far, thank you. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Join us on our Discord in the link below. There are plenty of experts in the Pirate Emperor tab. Say hello there. Somebody will help you if I can't help you personally. But until next time, thanks for watching.